everyone, I'm Bonnie from Really Reasonable Ribbon and Make Time to Craft, and today I'm going to share a quick tutorial with you on how I created these really pretty mulberry flower Christmas ornaments. All the mulberry flowers and the ribbon used on these ornaments came from Really Reasonable Ribbon. This month I've been working with the October and November Ribbon Club assortments, which are the ones that are available now. And if you're not familiar with the Ribbon Club, once you enroll, you would get a new assortment, which is either color or holiday themed assortment of ribbons shipped automatically each month. Each ribbon assortment would typically have 7 to 9 ribbon styles and anywhere between 16 and 18 yards of ribbon. It's a really fun way to build your ribbon stash and try new ribbon styles. So for this ornament, I used the same flower throughout. This is a sweetheart flower, and I think I used a little over 100 flowers on this one, which is, you know, one full 100 pack, and I would maybe get another 20 pack just to be safe, because these are smaller flowers, so you're going to use a few more of them to get the coverage that you want. They're all made on a 3-inch styrofoam ball. You could get a smaller styrofoam ball, then you would need less of the flowers. The one I'm going to show today is similar to this one. I had made this color combination to go with this Ribbon Club assortment, which I think is great for Christmas colors too. It's like a, you know, a country Christmas rather than the traditional colors. And I also have another tutorial that I show you how I made the topper for these ornaments. If you're interested, check that out too. These are 20 millimeter open roses, and I have 4 different colors on this one. The 2 purple and lilacs, and there's white and ivory, which look kind of the same, but they're a little bit different for a little bit more variety in color. So on this one, I used a little over 80. So what I have today, I'm going to do reds and pinks. So just to be safe, I've prepared 25 of each color. I don't think I'm going to use all of them. And what I did was they come on a longer stem, and I trimmed it at about 1 inch because we're going to use that to insert the flower into the styrofoam. And you don't want it to be too long because the wire will just bend. So I've started this one out. It's very simple how you build the flowers onto the styrofoam. Really, you're just going to push them into the styrofoam. I started out with a circle around the center, and I used 16 around the center. What I'm shooting for is to get them close together. They don't have to be on top of each other, but you don't want to be able to see styrofoam in between them. So just snug. You want them to be snugged up next to each other. And with the 4 colors, I'm going to do a row of the red and the lighter pink, and then the next row is going to be the darker pink and the ivory. That way it'll just give it a more mixed look. And really all you're doing is taking the rose and pushing the wire into the styrofoam. If you are worried, and I only mean if you're worried if you have a pet that might disturb the ornaments on your tree or a small child, you could put a dab of glue on the bottom of each one. I don't feel like it's necessary. They're certainly not going to fall out, but if you are worried about, like I said, like a pet that might try to pull them out, you could certainly do that. For me, it's an extra step that I don't feel like I need to do. They're not going to fall out on their own if they're undisturbed. So I am just going to go ahead and add all of my flowers so you can see what I'm doing. I am going to speed this up. Okay, so you saw how I ended up repositioning a few during the assembly just to get the every other color pattern to remain the way I wanted it. The styrofoam balls are very forgiving if you need to take them out and reposition them. And as long as you don't do it 10 or 15 times, you'll be fine with that. So I end up leaving a small space at the top because that's where our bow is going to be. But you can see we have really good coverage and it's a really nice color mix throughout. I like the way it came out. So at this point, I have this bow, which I made for the top. And this is a ribbon from the November Ribbon Club assortment. These two are ribbons from the October. So not only do the ribbons within the Ribbon Club assortments mix and match, but you can mix and match between the different months as well. And you can either pin these on at this point or hot glue it on. It's probably easiest to just go ahead and hot glue it on, but if that doesn't work as well for you, I'm not a big fan of hot glue myself because I have strings everywhere, but we will for the sake of speed and the video. I've glued the layers together because I used the 3 different colors for my bow rather than one solid color. Excuse me, and I added a long hanging string. And just as soon as the hot glue dries, which will probably take a little longer with the styrofoam, it is ready to go. I also glued, this is a 25mm cottage rose in the center there. And your ornament is ready to go. It's a very nice ornament to make as a gift. It would make a really nice neighbor gift, hostess gift, what have you. And you can see I have 5, 10, 18 left. So we started with 100, so it's a little over 80. You could make this work with 4 different colors in 20 packs, which is how they come in either 100 count or 20 count. Just by, making them a little bit further apart, you could get away with 4 packages of 20 to make the ornaments. So that's it. I hope you like this ornament. And also, mix and match. Try different types of the mulberry flowers. They're all going to work. They're all going to look really pretty. And this is going to be a unique ornament that everybody oohs and ahs over. Thanks so much for joining me today. All the supplies I used can be purchased at really reasonable ribbon. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Happy crafting!